Well, hello YouTube, and welcome to another bike test video. I'm trying to get that in for you because I'm not sure how much of it you can see, but this is a Harley Davidson Fat Bob. Yeah, I'm riding a Harley Davidson. I do look the part though because I'm just in jeans and a black leather jacket, and you know I kind of got all the gear, but bloody hell, it's weird. It is a 1.6 something litre. I know it's like 1,600 and something cc. It's 103 cubic inches, so you can work it out. Just stick that in Google as a comparison, as a conversion, and it'll tell you. But yeah, it's a air-cooled V-twin, 103 cubic inches engine. And that guy is being a prat, isn't he? There you go, get past him. Sorry. On Scars with Liz, as always. So you will hear me just drift off every now and again. Yeah, it's Liz's fault. But we are heading over to my mother's just to say hi, because she's just recently got back off holiday, and to show her the bike. Because when I was younger, I always loved Harley Davidsons, just because they are cool, they look cool, they're American, they're big muscle bikes, and quite frankly, now that I'm older, I was like, you know what, I'll give one a go, see what all the fuss is about. Up to now, being perfectly honest, I can't see what the fuss is about. It's a nice enough bike, but it's not, you know, making me feel like I own the road and all that sort of nonsense. Well, yeah, it is very windy today, and for me not to have fairing, it feels really weird for me, and Liz is getting blown around like hell. One thing I will say though, the Harley is very, very comfortable, although the tank is a bit oddly shaped for me and my thighs are digging into the side of it, which is a bit annoying, but it's not too bad. I was originally going to test ride the Sportster, because I figured that's probably going to be the closest thing which I'd probably enjoy riding, but they didn't have one available. So I've always liked the Fat Bob just because it looks cool as hell, in my opinion. And they had it, so I thought, sod it, I'll give it a test ride, and that's what I'm doing. I only have 15 miles of fuel left apparently, so I do need to put some fuel in it. Deliberating whether or not to do that now or later. I'll probably do it later once I finish the video. Oh, now 14 miles of fuel. I don't know what gear I should be in for this speed. The one issue which I have with it is it's a 1.6 something litre engine. If you saw my last video, or depending if I posted the other one between, the K1600 GTL thing, that's a 1.6 litre engine. That engine put out 160 brake horsepower and 125 newton meter, 125 foot-pounds of torque. This, on the other hand, is a 1.6 litre V-twin, air-cooled, I think I did say that. This puts out 98.8 foot-pounds of torque, but only 78 brake horsepower, which, now I know these bikes aren't made for going fast, they are meant for cruising, so I can kind of understand that. Apparently they do get pretty damn good miles per gallon, although so does the Beamer that I tried yesterday. Sorry, just keeping an eye on traffic. Doesn't have a rev gauge unless you specifically choose it. I now apparently only have 11 miles, so I think I might have to fill up soon. But yeah, it's a nice bike. It is keyless start again. You just put the key in your pocket and you can start it up and all that sort of shit. And now 10 miles. This thing is drinking fuel. I've got it until about 3 o'clock-ish, and I've got no idea what time it is now, so Liz, would you please tell me? It is 1:30. So I've got an hour and a half with it. I was only meant to have an hour with it, really, but because it has no fuel, the guy said, oh, well, have it till 3, which I suppose is a good thing. I don't really know. It is a very heavy bike. If I remember correctly, it's something like 245 kilos or something insane. You're actually taller than me, Liz. Low range, it now says. So we'll see how far I get. The speedo is on the tank there. No, that's cool. So this is a 40. But yeah, sorry, I'm not talking too much about it, but in all fairness, there's not a lot to talk about it. The brakes feel bad. It's all I can really say. I'm used to sport bike brakes, and obviously this is a lot heavier and all that sort of thing. They just feel crap. They're not very good. They're not very sharp. The torque, yeah, it's torquey, but to be fair, it feels more like the engine's giving off more vibrations than anything else. It doesn't feel powerful at all. I think that's partly down to the fact that I've got a stock exhaust, so you don't really hear it, which, I mean, I'd be impressed if you can hear it even remotely, given with all this wind noise. But with there's one thing which always drew me to Harley Davidsons as a child, was how they sounded. And I always thought that Harley Davidsons kind of came loud from the factory, but seemingly that's not the case. But again, I suppose it's just another thing they can do as an optional extra. This is a 16 grand bike, I think. Starts at 16 grand or something. I'm not sure if the keyless entry thing is standard. I didn't ask. I really wasn't too fussed. I'm really only trying it today just to say I've ridden a Harley Davidson and I can actually give an informed idea on it, because up to now I've always kind of said, yeah, cruisers are alright, but, you know, they're not sport bikes, which, you know, it's kind of stupid to say, because no, of course they're not sport bikes. They are meant for one thing: cruising. And it does it well. In all fairness, I'm very comfortable. My legs do feel weird being right out in front of me, but the seat's really comfy, it's really soft, really spongy suspension, so I know that's a weird thing to say is nice, but when you sat like this it is, because I'd imagine if I had really stiff suspension on this thing, my back would be getting shattered. But no, it is nice. The problem is there's no fucking rev counter unless I choose it in the little digital screen, which you might be able to see there. And I'm sorry, that's not good. I know it is, again, the cruiser styling, you just have a speedo and that's all you need, and yeah, I like to know my revs. And because I don't know it, I've got no idea what revs I'm doing. Hello, careful sir. But yeah, it's alright. It isn't overwhelming me, it's not going, this is amazing. But then it's also not shit. Oh, what are you doing? There is nowhere for you to pull over. The fuck are you doing? Yeah, I meant to hit my horn. What are you doing? Nothing. Oh, fuck's sake. Now that shit me up, because the brakes are shit. And she's there slamming her brakes on in traffic. But yeah, sorry, that's shook me up a little bit. Gotta love car drivers on a Sunday, eh? But yeah, there isn't anything fantastic about it. It looks cool. I imagine it'll sound pretty damn nice with a decent exhaust on it. It is relatively torquey. It's not insanely torquey. It's not powerful, even remotely. It's not fast. Yeah, it sounds like a really bad review, and to be honest, it kind of is. It's just not. I'm not getting that supposed feeling from it. It's not making me feel like, oh my god, I want one. Which is a shame, because to be fair, I do think Harleys are cool. Just because I've always thought they were cool. But to be fair, it is very easy to ride. I expected to be struggling on it because of the riding position, but I'm not. I'm doing all right. I am really hoping that I can get to the petrol station. Should be able to, because it said I had 20 miles and we're only 10 miles away from my mother's house, so should be fine. But yeah, overall, sorry if you are a Harley rider and I'm shitting all over your parade, as it were, but I've test ridden one. I now know my thoughts on Harleys. Obviously not all of them, they are all different. Well, I imagine they're relatively similar, but you know what I mean. Thanks, sir. Just put all your shit cuttings all over the road. It's nice, but not nice enough for me to want one. So, but thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully I didn't make you cry too much if you are a Harley rider. But yeah, I'm not going to bother continuing this because there's really just not much else for me to say. It's a subpar bike, or experience at best, in my opinion. Can't really speak for the reliability and things because I don't own one. I haven't ridden it for long enough. But yeah, I'll see you next time, guys, and goodbye for now.